You are a man who has just left his house to go buy a packet of Smith's original flavored chips from the convenience store a few blocks down. The journey will be perilous and full of danger, but you are determined to return home with the Smith's original flavored chips. You already have 2 packets for your journey to the convenience store. One in case you get hungry, and another if there is an emergency while en route. The walk there started as cold and snowy. You feel the brittleness and sheer terror emitting from the blizzard that blows into your exposed face like a stormy gale. Your hands are now covered in white powder. It feels so soft on your skin, yet so hard at the same time. As you reach the end of the street where the convenience store is located, you look up at its large sign, which reads, Smith's 2-for-1-Deal. After reading that, you are now even more determined than before to find out what this 2-for-1 means. It seems like quite an obvious thing, but then again, everything about the place had been ambiguous thus far. With only a slight hesitation, you enter the shop. Hello? A voice calls out from behind the counter. Can I help you? It's a woman's voice, very kind and warm. She sounds young, too, perhaps around your age or slightly older. You don't know why, but something tells you she may not be entirely human. Her eyes are strange, they're almost completely black and seem to glow brightly beneath her brown hair. They also appear to be looking directly at you. You feel uneasy and begin to back away slowly. I'm sorry, you say. I just need a packet of Smith's original flavored chips. She smiles gently at you and says, No problem at all, just wait here. As you stand waiting for her to come back with your new snack, you notice how quiet the shop is. There isn't much light inside, and the walls are painted a dark color. The floor is tiled and appears to be made of stone. Strangely, no one else seems to be around either. Even though it's winter, the air doesn't smell musty or stale like it usually does. You can hear faint music playing somewhere in the background, but other than that, nothing else seems to be happening. Here you go, she says, handing you the bag of chips. Have fun. Another thing, you start. What's a 2-for-1 deal? Ah, well, she pauses, looking at you strangely. We sell 2 packs of chips for the price of 1, but you're the first customer we've had in ages. I forgot about that deal. Hold on, let me get the other packet. We should have them ready soon. You watch as she disappears into the back room. You take a quick glance around the shop, but still see nobody else. You can't help but feel uneasy once again, and feel as if you are being watched. You sit down on one of the wooden benches against the wall. After a minute or so, you hear some footsteps coming towards you. Here we are, she says. Just make sure you eat these quickly, before they get stale. She hands you the other packet of chips, and you smile at her. Thank you, you say. I'll enjoy them very much. That's good, she smiles again. You walk out the door, smiling like a man who has just received a 2-for-1 deal on Smith's original flavored chips. You turn the corner and head off down the street. You have no idea what was going through your mind when you entered the shop, but you're glad that you did. You now have 2 more packets of chips and are prepared for anything. Now you're walking along the road back home. The snow has stopped falling, but the sky is still grey and overcast. Looks like it could rain any minute. You continue to stare up at the sky and wonder if the weather will ever clear up. You realize you've forgotten the most important part. What were you supposed to do after you bought the chips? You try to remember, but it's all gone blank. Maybe you will have to go back to the shop. You look up at the sky once more and feel your heart skip a beat. There's something moving in the clouds above you. It looks like a person, maybe 2 people, standing on top of a large building. You can't tell what it is exactly because it's hidden behind the clouds. Who's up there? You call out to whoever it is. You can't really see anyone, but you think you hear someone shout back to you. It's alright, we're friendly. A figure emerges from the fog, and you are absolutely stunned by what is now before you. It is a large, sentient Smith's original flavored chip. You've never seen one of these before, but you are sure they are real. You can see that it has a face and a body. Its face looks just like the ones on the bags of chips. However, this one seems to be smiling. My name is Munchkin, it says. Welcome to my world. The giant Smith's Original Flavored Chip steps forward and reaches out its hand. You are so surprised that you reach out yours automatically. Your fingers touch something soft and warm. Hold on a second, the Smith's Original Flavored Chip says. I'll need to get used to you. He starts sniffing you vigorously. You can smell his sweet, delicious aroma. He inhales deeply, then lets out a long sigh. Ah, that's better, he says. So what brings you to our little town? Well, I was on a mission to buy some Smith's Original Flavored Chips from the convenience store, and... Oh, right, the Smith's Original Flavored Chip says excitedly. I love Smith's chips. They're so good. But why are you up there, you ask? Well, I'm a cloud, the Smith's Original Flavored Chip explains, and I've been watching over this town for a very long time. Ever since the humans started living here, actually. Oh, you say. So why didn't you come down sooner? I could have saved myself a lot of trouble. Well, I was waiting until I saw you arrive, so it's not really my fault. Okay, you ask. What now? Well, the Smith's Original Flavored Chip says, I guess you should get going, if you don't want to get lost. Lost? You ask. Yes, you see, we're in another dimension. The Smith's dimension. Another dimension, you say. That's right, the Smith's Original Flavored Chip says. I'm afraid you won't find the convenience store up here. You'll have to go back the way you came. How am I supposed to get back? You ask. There's an elevator on the side of the building. Go inside and press the button marked Return. That will take you back to where you came from. Thanks, you say. No problem, the Smith's Original Flavored Chip says. Take care now. You stand there for a moment. Wait, what about the chips? You realize that the chip before you has stolen your packet of Smith's Original Flavored Chips. Ah, right, the Smith's Original Flavored Chip says. I'll send them back to you later. Goodbye! With that, he disappears into the clouds. You watch as the clouds close in around him. No! You scream as you begin your fall back to the ground, angered that he has stolen your chips. You fall to the ground and collapse through the convenience store ceiling, unconscious on the floor of the store. And that's how I got here, you say. I see, she says. So you've come to us from another dimension. You must be quite the adventurer. Yeah, you say. Well, I guess I am. She smiles gently at you. Goodness me, she says. You're very young, aren't you? That was quite the story. I'll get your Smith's chips now. She walks behind the counter to reach for her 2 packets of Smith's Original Flavored Chips. Take care now, you hear her say. You walk home and eat your Smith's Original Flavored Chips, delighted by their taste. This was a good day. Time to sleep now, you say, immediately proceeding to fall asleep at the kitchen table. The end.